building there with a right roof. That is probably north. So you see the Seestar S50 there, and then the dwarf on the table, which I'm going to demonstrate with this video. So I'll stop this video now, and then we'll talk our way through it. And there we go. So hopefully it is working. And you can see I'm walking over to the old Celestron. That's a Nexstar S4 that we've been using. And you can see that it's big, it's bulky, hard to move around, expensive, and relatively complicated to do this one automatic. We have to connect this stellarium, which we showed you last night, that's on this computer, or we can have it on a laptop, and then connect it through a dongle, Wi-Fi, or through USB. I'm also showing you some 3D printed parts there. We also teach 3D printing, and that is a holder for power packs. So you can also use it for filters or anything you want. So you could actually make it round if you wanted to. We have one there, and that's the Mecha logo on the front. So we're using a bamboo 4-color printer, so we can print in 4 colors. This one happens to be white and red. Most of the things that we do in first astronomy, we found out that white is better outside in the dark rather than black. So we're doing things with white, and frequently we're using glow in the dark because we get a certain amount of children involved, and we have to be able to have some type of knowledge of what we're doing and where we're at, and control of people. We can go over that in another session on how you can control. There's a gentleman in England who's wrote up a very nice ebook on that. Now you can see there what I'm demonstrating is a Dwarf 2. We worked with the Dwarf 2 for 2 eclipses, one in November and then a total eclipse in Texas here in April. And the Dwarf 2 is nice that you can see that you can move it around. There's where the lenses are hid under there. You have 2 lenses. You have a wide angle and a telephoto lens. And then the software runs it, but you can also move it, which is nice, which you cannot do with the Seestar sitting next to it there. You can turn it down and around, and you can also turn it on its axis, so you can point it at the moon and really find the moon relatively easy, that you can't do so easy, or at least we can. Also, you can see a 3D printed cover there that we have over it. We got the 3D printed cover. Most of our stuff we get off of Thingiverse that we don't design. Now here you see the Seestar S50, and you can see also we have 3 of those little packs on the tripod, battery holders, or whatever you want to call them. They're holders. And as I say, you can put filters in there, or pencils, laser pointers, whatever you want, so you can have them handy. It's a little bit better than having a tray. We did print a tray, but we found that we like the holders better. And if you need a tray, you've got to usually have the Seestar on a table, and you can use the table for holding anything you want. So what I'm showing there is the 3D printers. And that one, again, has got the Mecha logo on the front of it. So we're comparing the 2 here. This one, we're talking a little bit how easy it is to pick up and carry. And it comes in a little bag about the size of a woman's purse. So basically, it also weighs about the same as a lot of women's purse do. So it's relatively easy to take with you and put on the seat of a car next to you when you're going somewhere. The Seestar is a little bit more bulky, you can see. It's made a little bit more for the professional world. The Seestar has a 2-inch uh, lens system, whereas the Dwarf 2 has a 1 1/4 inch. So you do have to have different kind of filters. You can get adapters to adapt them, but the bottom line is they are made different. There I'm picking up the Dwarf, and we worked with the Dwarf, as I said, up to the Eclipse, and now we're working with the Seestar through our next session, which is after the Eclipse, through the French on the moon again. And there you can see I'm turning around. There you can see the moon. And also getting ready for the NASA Observe the Moon Night on September 14th, a Saturday night. What I'm showing you there is what you see the right is pointing to the west. My left arm is pointing to the east. So then you have north, as I said, behind us. So the Seestar does have some unique things as far as setup. You do have to do a compass dance. You have to turn around at least 360 degrees to calibrate the compass. You go under the advanced features to do that. And then that will uh, calibrate the compass related to your coordinates and so on. And the next thing you must do is to level it. This one has to be level, so you've got a line of sight to your horizon with that leveler. And they've made it nice in that you have an electronic labeler with 2 bubbles. And the 2 bubbles you have to bring together. So again, under advanced features, you go to leveling the Seestar, and you bring those 2 bubbles together. It's a little tricky because you have 3 legs that you have to bring one up, then the other until you find it. And once it's level, and here I'm showing you the pack that we use. We do not use the case that Seestar comes in. We've had problems with it and don't really like it. So here is a backpack that we got from Amazon, and it's got 3 different major pockets. The pocket in front, you can put a tablet in, let's say, or a laptop, and then one in the back, and we're going to show you the middle one here, which is where the Seestar goes. Seestar, and you'll see we have a Seestar tripod there from a second Seestar in the battery. And then the third packet in the back, near the back, you can also place, for example, tablets. So you can put a laptop in here, a tablet, and your Seestar, and you're ready to go out and do your astronomy session. You can see it's relatively easy to pick up. It's a little bit heavier than the Dwarf, but it's not too bad, and you can put it on your back. We also have power panels that will fit into where the tablet is. You can put a power panel on there during the day if you used it during the night, and then charge it as you go walking around or hiking or whatever during the day with you have a sun. So we're going to end up here with this here. We're going to stop it, and then we're going to do a switch to another back yard scene there on drones. This is what one of our sessions that we do every Sunday called STEM Sunday. And we do this so with various young people who we're mentoring and various staff who are teaching us. So I'm going to go back and stop this. And there you'll see the table, but you won't see, I could have turned this so you could see something, but you'll just see a background while I'm doing that work here. So I'll talk a little bit so to let you know I'm still here. And what I'm going to do is stop this video here. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to try to switch to another video if I can. And it's not letting me do it. So there we go. I'm back. And I probably should let you see what I'm doing here. So let me switch back here. There, what I'm doing is I do have a SD card from our camera this afternoon. That's the video here. And this is the second video I want to bring up. And there you should see it coming up. And it will probably start, okay? So here we have Thad and his daughter, and he is a STEM teacher in an award-winning elementary school here in Coppers Cove. And what she has done, she has programmed that tablet, if I can get it working after this so I can show it to you. It's a little tricky trying to get all these things going at the same time. So anyway, there you see the drone. She's programmed it to fly with the program, and it's doing a square. And it has the mission pads from the Tello. This is a Tello drone. It's going from mission pad 1 to mission pad 2 to mission pad 3 in programming. And then it's landing, and it's not landing right on the mission pad, but that's okay. So we'll stop that and see if I can switch over now and show you some of this here. That's also our backyard. And didn't stop. I got to go back, try one more time. There we go. I guess we got to stop. Now, if I can bring up the next screen here. The tablet went into sleep mode, so if I can get it out of sleep mode, I'll bring it up in a minute. And so far, it's not cooperating very well. Well, I don't think the battery should be dead. This is one we used this afternoon. So, okay, I think we're probably going to have to skip that part for now. It did turn off. It was running, but I do want to show you anybody who's going to watch the videos from last night. There I am on again. And I'm going to show you on July 4th was the best time, the collimation time for the ring Nebula, and on Friday night, we did see it relatively well, and we went for about 20 minutes to get what I'm about to show you, I hope. And there you can see the ring nebula. This was done with the Seestar S5 in that backyard. And I did explain last night that backyard, we live on a street, so the fence you didn't see comes into a street. On the other side of our street, what we have is a church that's lit up all night long, very, very bright. Next to them are about 10 commercial buildings that have the parking lights lit and the buildings lit and signs. So it's amazing that you can get this good a image from a very light polluted area. We didn't use anything there. There's no filters there. We do have light polluting filters, but we didn't use them. And this night it was a fairly dark night. We didn't have clouds. We tried last night and it was very, very cloudy. So anyway, that's a good view. We tried to get last night. The Seestar did zero in on it and did get it fixed, but it couldn't get any good pictures of the dumbbell nebula. Those are the two that we recommend people look at in July. Those are the two that are in our booklet. We publish a booklet every month on the sky and all the constellations as we're going through the year, the constellations for the months and their collimation and any other things that are near them or in the constellations and so on, such as the galaxies and the nebulas. I'm going to take that off, and there you'll see me back again. So I'm not sure I can bring up. No, I don't think I can. I was hoping I could bring up the Sky magazine that we published, but anyway, anybody that would like to get it, we are trying to establish a network for the NASA Observe the Moon Night. That's why we're doing a lot of the practicing, and we're practicing at least for every full moon for one night, if not two, if not three. That's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we hope to have people in basically near our time zone as we go down from Chicago through Texas to Mexico City and down through Colombia, Panama, and Chile and Argentina. We're interested in Spanish-speaking people because that weekend, All Souls is start in Texas here in the United States of a Hispanic month. So Hispanic month starts on September 16th, which is a Monday, and that is Mexican Independence Day. So we'll be adding some Mexican music and dance and culture from probably Panama within that program, as we have 2 or 3 mentor students from Panama that will be in the program with music or dance. And some of them are taking music lessons with us right now. I'm just going to lead you through some of this again. This is the Black Magic, what we've got, Switcher Extreme. We started off with the Eclipse with the Mini Pro, but it only had 4 inputs, and that was not enough to get computers and tablets and other things on there. So basically, we upgraded, and this is what we're going to be using for the National International Observe the Moon Night. So anybody that's interested, look at our website, and hopefully if this worked with Zoom, it'll be up on the live portion. And for example, some of our videos for the eclipse are there. You probably should look at if you're interested in these smart telescopes, the Dwarf 2 and the Seestar. The Dwarf 2, if I remember, we gave at the local library, all getting ready for the eclipse. I think we've had 37,000 views on it. So on several of these, we have 10,000, 20, 30,000 views. So they are well being used throughout the world. The live ones, for whatever reason, we still don't have a good live audience. So I'll switch back here. So again, you can see Tad and his daughter who come here every Sunday. He'll be helping us at the International Observe the Moon Night. He is our drone expert. His school got a $10,000 grant last year to buy 10 drones and some 3D printers and so on. So, and I'll end up here. Showing you our pride and joy there, the Ring Nebula, which we were so pleased that we got it, and we had such a good seeing night to see. So we were planning going out tonight, but it was cloudy all day long. It was cloudy last night, and we did not get anything good other than about 2 good minutes of the moon. But it's not really good for a live transmission. So at this point, I'm Dr. Kott from Mecca. If you're interested, you can contact me at dfkott, Kott, at AOL.com. And another way to do it is just make a comment. If you make a comment on any of our videos, I will see that in the morning when I get on my email. And if possible, we'll try to answer it that morning. We do read our email every morning, and then we usually read our chats too. But we're not doing too well on chat other than our local chat people. So anyway, that's pretty well sums up what we're doing. So I'll get that off. And I'll say goodbye for this 55th anniversary weekend. And we'll be showing you what we're doing in preparation, probably weekly or monthly. The moons, what we do is we have a moon map, and then we have a land map, and we have our young people identify the various Apollo sites and the new sites coming up for the South Polar Aitken area that we are using and China's landing on too. So we'll do a sign off here, and it may take me a little bit to figure out how to sign off on all 3 sections here. So you'll see me on. What I may do, instead of seeing me fumbling around, I'll bring up the Ring Nebula for you to look at again.